Hi guys, we will talk about environmental movements in India. Environmental movements in India. Okay, so there are several environmental movements in India which we need to know the year in which it happened, the place where it happened, who were the leaders leading that movement, and what was the aim of those movements. Okay, because these are very important for for to know as per the general knowledge also. And I would suggest that if you know it, it will also help you to qualify several of the entrance exams related, where general science is one of the basic subject, right? So number one, we would like to highlight Vishnui movement. Everybody, each and every one of us have heard about it because it's very common, very familiar. In our childhood days, we have read about it. In which year did it happen? It happened in 1730. Okay, it happened in 1730, and where did it happen? It happened in Khejri village in Rajasthan. Okay, it happened in Khejri village, which is near the Marwar region, district Jodhpur, and state Rajasthan. Okay, and who was the leader for this movement? Who was the leader for this movement? The leader was Amrita Devi. Amrita Devi. She was a follower of Vishnui faith, and established by Jambhoji. And what was the aim of this Vishnui movement? The aim was to save the sacred trees. The trees are sacred to all of us and to them also. At that time, they said that the sacred trees, should be saved from being cut down by the king's soldiers. Okay, to save the sacred trees, sorry, being cut down by king's soldiers. So king's soldiers was about to make a new palace. So she was the one who said that the trees should be saved, being cut down by the king's soldiers to make a new palace. Understood. So it was like it took place in 1730 in Khejri village in Jodhpur district of Rajasthan. Okay. So coming to the second one, the second movement we need to know about is Chipko movement. When did this Chipko movement happen? Chipko movement happened in 1973, much after the Bishnoi movement. Okay, 1973. What was the place where it happened? Where I said what? Sorry. So, where did it happen? It happened in Chamoli and Tehri, Garhwal, Uttarakhand. Chamoli and Tehri in Garhwal, Uttarakhand. And who was leading this movement? It was being the leader was, if you remember, Chandi Prasad Bhatt. The leader was Chandi Prasad Bhatt. Okay, the leader was Chandi Prasad Bhatt, Sundar Lal Bahuguna, and others. Sundar Lal Bahuguna is very familiar to each of us. Sundar Lal Bahuguna. So whenever we hear about Sundar Lal Bahuguna, what comes to our mind is Chipko movement. Okay, and there were some others also. And what was the aim of this Chipko movement? The aim was to protect the trees on Himalayan slopes. Okay, to protect the trees on Himalayan slopes from the access of the contractors. of the contractors. Okay, so kind of similar, but the place it happened is different, and the name is different. And this Chipko, let me complete this, contractors of the forest. So Chipko in Hindi, it's Chipko, like in English we say it as hugging of the trees. Hug the trees. Okay, so people at that place, they have hugged the trees so that the contractors cannot cut them. Okay, coming to the third one. The third one is Save Silent Valley Movement. Save Silent Valley Movement. Save Silent Valley Movement. What is this? The valley here is named as Silent Valley by British in 1847. Okay, this was named Silent by British. Sorry. So the term silent, which was given by British in 1847, because of the absence of noisy cicadas, okay, which is a Hindi name is chingur, which noises as chinjin, okay, right, because of the absence of cicadas in this valley, it is said as Silent Valley. Okay, so when this Silent Valley movement happened in the year 1947, 1978, sorry, in 1978, where it happened in uh, Palakkad district. Okay, it's happened in the region Silent Valley, where it is present in Palakkad district in Kerala. In Palakkad district in Kerala, and who was the leader of the movement? The leader was Sugantha Kumari. She was an activist. Okay, the leader was Sugantha Kumari. She was an activist, and other members from Kerala Parishad. Okay, from Kerala Sahitya Parishad. Okay, other members from Kerala Sahitya Parishad. Okay, so what was the aim of this movement? Okay, they wanted this valley to be protected from being destroyed by hydroelectric project. Okay, so they wanted to protect this Silent Valley. Okay, the Silent Valley, which is the moist evergreen forest, from being destroyed, to protect the moist evergreen forest from being destroyed by hydroelectric project. From being destroyed by hydroelectric project. Okay, so we'll go to the next movement, which is Jangal Bachao Andolan. Jangal Bachao Andolan. What is this about? This happened in year 1982. So we are going on a sequence. The first Vishnui movement in 1730, Chipko in 1973. Then just after 5 years, it's Silent Valley movement. After that, after 4 years, it's Jungle Bachao movement. After 4 years of Silent Valley, it's Jungle Bachao movement. This happened in Singhbhum district of Jharkhand. This happened in Singhbhum district of Jharkhand. Singhbhum district of Jharkhand. Okay, and who were the leaders here? I'm writing the name of the leaders here only. Who were the leaders here? The leaders were the tribals of Singhbhum. The tribals only were the leaders here. And what was the aim of the movement? What was the aim of the movement? The aim was that these people were against the government decision to replace the natural sal forest in that region with teak. They were against the replacement of the sal forest with the teak. So they were against. So these Jungle Bachao movement leaders were the tribals of Singhbhum. So they were against the replacement of sal forest with teak forest. Okay, so this was about Jungle Bachao movement. The next movement is Nava Danya movement. Okay, Nava Danya. Nava stands for 9 and Danya stands for crops. Nava Danya. Okay, here Nava stands for 9 and this Danya stands for crops. It's a Sanskrit word meaning crops. Okay, so this was in the year 1982 again. Same with the Jungle Bachao Andolan. Where it happened? It happened in Doon Valley, Uttarakhand. Doon Valley in Uttarakhand. And who were the leaders? The leaders were Vandana Shiva. Vandana Shiva. And what was the aim of this movement? It was against genetically modified crops. Nowadays also it's not being approved except for BT cotton. So I'm just writing GM instead of genetically modified crops. So it was against genetically modified crops and they were in favor of the naturally growing crops. Okay, they do not want the transgenic crops to come to replace the naturally occurring crops. Okay, the sixth one is a Pico movement. So one was Chipko movement, which happened in the year 1973. Now another movement is a Pico movement, which happened in 1983. Where it happened? It happened in Uttar Kannada, which is in North Kannada. Shimoga district of Karnataka. Shimoga district of Karnataka. Okay, so who were the leaders of this Pico movement and what were their aims? So leader of this Pico movement is Pandurang Hedge. He was Pandurang. Okay, he was the facilitator of the movement and it was against the felling and commercialization of natural forest and the ruin of the ancient livelihood. They did not want the commercialization of natural forest. So they were against the commercialization of natural forest. Okay, they were against the commercialization of natural forest. Okay, and the ruin of the ancient livelihood. So understood. They wanted the commercialization has to be stopped, the natural product should not be commercialized and the livelihood should not be ruined. Okay, moving to the next movement. It is Narmada Bachao Andolan. So what happened in Narmada Bachao Andolan? First of all, it happened in 1985. Okay, it happened in 1985 where in the Narmada River. Where is Narmada River located? Which flows through Gujarat. It flows through Gujarat, Maharashtra and MP. Gujarat, Maharashtra and MP. Okay, and who were the leaders? The leaders were Medha Patker, Medha Patker and Baba Pat Amite, Baba Amte and some others. And what was the aim of this Narmada Bachao Andolan? As the name says, it's against the building of large dams across the Narmada River. It was against the building of large dams on the river Narmada. Okay. Next movement is Tarun Bharat Sangh. Next movement is Tarun Bharat Sangh. What did they do and when did this happen? It happened in 1985. Okay, and where did it happen? It happened in Alwar district of Rajasthan. Okay, where in it started in Hamirpur district. Commenced with Hamirpur district. It is commenced with Hamirpur district. Okay, Hamirpur village, not district but village. And who were the leader? The leader was Rajendra Singh, who was later known as Waterman of India. The leader was Rajendra Singh, who was known to be as Waterman of India. Okay, please remember, Waterman of India. And what was the aim of this Tarun Bharat Sangh? The aim was environmental conservation. Environmental conservation. Spatially, which is spatially water harvesting. Okay, spatially water harvesting. Next we come to saving the Western Ghat. Number 9, saving Western Ghat. So Western Ghat is a hotspot of biodiversity, and saving Western Ghat is very important to preserve Indian biodiversity. So this happened in 1888. Okay, where, as the name says, Western Ghat. Who was responsible? Sundar Lal Bahuguna again, who was responsible for Chipko movement. The same person was involved in saving Western Ghat. Sundar Lal Bahuguna. He's a very famous personality. Okay, so what was this about? Okay, sorry, I have written it wrong. Sundar Lal Bahuguna will not be involved here. It will be Kailash Malhotra. I am very sorry. It will be Kailash Malhotra. Okay, it will be Kailash Malhotra, and this is against deforestation. This movement was against deforestation. Otherwise, biodiversity will be lost. Next is Tehri Dam conflict. Tehri Dam conflict. Okay, what happened in Tehri Dam conflict? First of all, it happened in 1990. Where it happened? It happened in Bhagirathi river near Tehri, Uttarakhand, which is near Tehri in Uttarakhand. Okay, and who was the leader? So Tehri Dam leader was Sundar Lal Bahuguna. He was against the protection, against the cutting of the trees in the Himalayan region, and is also responsible for Tehri Dam conflict. He said that he protested against the displacement of town inhabitants and the environmental consequences of the weak ecosystem. So he was against the displacement of town inhabitants. Okay, he was against the displacement of town inhabitants. Against the displacement of town inhabitants. He did not wanted the town inhabitants to be to be away from their home. He did not want that people should lose their home in that region, and he do not want the consequences of the weak ecosystem. Okay, the last is mighty movement. So mighty, it's a local word for Hindi word, local word for Hindi word manyaka. Okay, like mother's house. It happened in the year 1995 in Uttarakhand, which started from or commenced from Gwaldan village. Okay, who was the leader? Leader was Kalyan Singh Rawat. Leader was Kalyan Singh Rawat. He was a teacher. And what was the aim of this mighty movement? It was tree plantation movement. It was tree plantation movement, which is like protecting of the forest and preventing deforestation, like initiation of afforestation and and protecting deforestation. Okay, so also I would like to say something about Amrita Devi Vishnui. So Amrita Devi Vishnui, also said to be as Beniwal, Amrita Devi Beniwal. She was responsible for which movement? Vishnui movement. Okay, so she was a follower of Vishnui cult, which was established by Jamboji, as I already discussed. Okay, so I will explain this once again. Vishnui movement. Who was the leader? Amrita Devi. Okay, so this Vishnui cult was established by Jamboji, and she has sacrificed her life along with her 3 daughters. Okay, on the 10th day of Shukla Paksh, which is the Bhadra month in the year 1730, to save the trees being felled by Abhay Singh, who was the Maharaja of Jodhpur. Okay, what she did, she has like I write here Amrita Devi. What she did, she has saved the trees from Abhay Singh. Okay, who was Abhay Singh? This Abhay Singh was the Maharaja of Jodhpur at that time. Okay, he was the Maharaja of Jodhpur at the place which is known as Khejarli in Marwar. Okay, Maharaja of Jodhpur in the state Rajasthan, and along with her more than 363 other Vishnuis, okay, died. So along with her, what happened to her? She died in the movement along with her 3 daughters. Okay, so I just change the color. So when I read about her story, I get goosebumps. So I'll say here that she died, or she sacrificed her life along with her 3 daughters. Okay, so she has sacrificed her life along with her daughters. Her 3 daughters have also sacrificed, and there were, so I write here, people sacrificed in this movement are she, then her 3 daughters, and 363 other peoples, other Vishnui followers of Khejri village. They all died in saving which kind of trees? The trees was Khejri trees. Okay, so it's a famous tree in Rajasthan, and the name of the village is derived from Khejri trees. with like this khejri. What is the scientific name of khejri? Prosopis cineraria. Prosopis cineraria. Okay, Prosopis cineraria is the scientific name of this khejri tree, which is grown in abundance in this village. Okay, so Amrita Devi Vishnui Wildlife Protection Award, known as Amrita Devi Vishnui National Award, it's been given. So started to give for wildlife conservation, and the award consists of, so people have now started, because of not people but the government has now started to give Amrita Devi Vishnui Award for wildlife conservation. Vishnui National Award for wildlife conservation. And what is given in this award? The award consists of around 1 lakh rupees. Around 1 lakh rupees given to those individuals or institutions involved in wildlife protection. Okay, and the government of Rajasthan, they have started the prestigious state level Amrita Devi Smriti Award. Okay, the state Rajasthan. So this award is by government of India, but the state of Rajasthan have started what? Amrita Devi Vishnoi Smriti Award. Smriti Award to whom? For the excellent contribution to the protection. For excellent contribution to the protection of wild animals. Okay, for excellent and protection contribution to protection and conservation, okay, of wild animals. And how much this Rajasthan state give in this award for conservation of wild animals? So how much Rajasthan state give to how much amount Rajasthan government gives for this? It is rupees 25,000 and a prashasti. Okay, so just what we have done, you can go from the starting, like what 11 movements we have studied. It's very interesting to know. We must know about the movements which happened in India, because we have also have to get the inspiration from these people who have sacrificed their life to protect the nature. So we have to know them also, and we have to take the inspiration from them as well. Thank you.